Shalom Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the bond to the elders of GMS who taught us his truth, risking their freedom and life to do so. Salutation to you, Hakim, as also pushing this truth out, risking your freedom and the life to do so, giving up on your life and pursuing the word of the Lord to bring out the truth. Now, as you can see on the screen, it says, weird time. Porn actress says sex bots could drive humans out of business in just 2 generations. A generation is approximately about 10 to 15 years. So they're saying about 20 to 30 years. Sex bots can take over. Well, Esau ain't got that long. So, says the adult movie star is confident that the sex bots are not yet developed enough to drive her out of business, but warns that in a couple of generations, actors and actresses could find themselves out of a job due to a preference for inanimate appliances. Currently, the real danger is the dehumanization of women, she says. Right, so her concern is because she's a porn star that sex bots is gonna outperform women. You see, but here's the problem. The Most High doesn't want man to be with sex bots, but that's Esau's way of getting back to the rebellious women of today. Because the women of today, they've been feminized. Feminazi is what Esau calls it. So they're against a man, they're better than a man. They don't look to please you because sometimes they feel like they're equal or better than you. Okay? Even the lowest of them feels like they're better than you. So Esau used his left hand abilities, the E's use their left hand abilities to create something we know as a sex doll, where all a man ever really wants is sex and quietness. You know what I mean? So, but let me get a quick scripture. This is Genesis 1 verse 28. I started 27. So the Most High created man in his own image, and the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them. And the Most High blessed them and said, and the Most High blessed them, and the Most High said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it. Right? See? Because what our job as humans on earth is to do is to populate, okay? And that's why anal sex is wrong. That's why same sex is wrong, okay, according to the Bible. And sex with inanimate objects, like a sex bot, is wrong, okay, to have a relationship with it. You're supposed to be fruitful, multiply, according to the Bible. See? And how do you be fruitful? You put a man puts his erect man junk or man stuff inside of a woman womb and plants a seed through the act of sex. Okay, but Esau wants to not deal with women anymore. Okay, feels like it's too much hassle to deal with them, and in a sense it is. Okay, and a lot of times you women brought it up on yourself. You see, it's that Tiffany Watson, a 24-year-old porn star, says she is concerned that the rising popularity of sex dolls in the porn video industry may contribute to the termination of contracts with human actresses. While I don't personally believe that sex robots will ever replace the authentic companionship and genuine empathy shared between human lovers, I am slightly concerned at the rapid rate sex bots are gaining in popularity and the massive number of men and women that are reportedly curious about experimenting with robot sex partners. Right? While admitting that at this time sex bots are not popular enough to put her out of business, Watson predicts that if the sex bot sensation doesn't slow down, we just might see some employment opportunities for human porn stars being terminated, as jobs are replaced by cybernetic sex workers. And if we continue on, that's exactly where it's going to go to. Because a lot of men is tired of this female empowerment. So in retaliation, they choose not to deal with women at all and just going with a sex doll, something they have sex with. Um, they might clean the pocket of the pussy. I'm sorry, the pocket of the vagina. Um, put it back in her and put the sex doll in the corner or in the closet and not hear from it. And then whenever it wants to do his man duties, it's just gonna pull it out. I mean, this is the world we're coming into. Okay. And the reason why is because everything's been turned upside down. Everything is out of order. Okay. So it says, in adult series Dark Mirror, Watson portrays a sex worker driven out of business by artificially intelligent sex bots. The Daily Star writes, the bots in the series portrayed as completely obedient and programmable to do anything the clients ask. And that's what men are looking for. Men are looking for a woman that's obedient and that's scriptural. But we're so far removed from the mark. Um, Jake don't understand that. Let me get that out. This is First Peter's uh, 3 3 verse 5. I started 4, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of the meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High of great price. For after this manner in the old time the holy women also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, meaning dressed themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands. What does it mean to be subjected, or in subjection? The action of subjecting a country or persons to one control, okay? Domination, control, okay? And these are all negative connotation to this word, but it just means to be in control of someone. And that's nothing really wrong with it, because a lot of times Most High set it up as the man to be head over the family, head over the house. Why? Because men lead with logic, women lead with emotion. Now, emotions override logic, especially when you have more estrogen in your body, which a female is. Females have majority estrogen, um, and then they have a little bit of testosterone to balance out the logic part. Men are predominantly testosterone driven. Okay, that's why we like to have more than one woman. Um, and we're more thinkers than emotional. Okay, so our emotions are blocked out by logic. You see, so that's the reason why the Most High made man over the family, because men are going to make a right decision, righteous decision, and put aside their emotions. But continuing on, 1 Peter 3 verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as you do well and are not afraid with any amazement. Right. So even Sarah obeyed her husband, calling him Lord. So she would say, Lord, Lord, anything you can do, anything. And that's what she's afraid of, these porn stars. And women in general are not obedient. And that's exactly why that was a fantasy of most men. Because going back to the Bible, that's what men desire. Okay? And we're spiritually the Lord's woman. So that's what the Lord wants from us, complete obedience. So it says the bots in the series are portrayed as completely obedient and programmable to do anything the clients ask, right? Because that's what men in general look for. But a lot of you women today are the opposite. And speaking in an interview, she disclosed that the porn actors and actresses increasingly asked to play obedient sex robots or even inanimate sex dolls, but she finds disconcerting. is that sex robots are becoming so popular and in such in demand that robot sex is not actually a genre in adult film. She said real human porn stars like me are not only playing the naughty stepsister or the libidinous cleaning lady, but also compliant sex robots. Admitted that Watson admitted that the popularity of sex bot porn videos are send a wrong message to the viewers that real women can and should be treated in the same way. Okay, and due to this feminism, the Esau turning it upside down, the population's down. Men don't even want to deal with women anymore. Okay, so I was just showing you, man. This is another. I'm not gonna go too much. Okay, I just read it off and finish it. It said, in quotation, this was Watson, the porn star. This is Edomite right here. She said, you sometimes see porn scenes of girls being totally manipulated and humiliated, but at least human women are very often seen on camera giving consent in these types of edgy scenarios, she said. With sex robot teens, the robot is under the master's absolute control and consent is thrown out of the equation. At the same time, however, she shares a certain degree of optimism that sex technology in general, if used responsibly, could catapult the industry and its performance to unprecedented heights. Watson disclosed a sex toy manufacturer issued a toy similar to the popular male-used Fleshlight, which uses recordings of her voice, which she finds amusing. Um, but that's it, man. You know, men don't even want to deal with women anymore, man. Women have become so orphaned in society. You see, that's why the Lord got restored the balance. So, shalom.